Busy week, obviously that stormy night, a windy day today, but things are changing quickly.
Yeah, we are going to warm things up as we head here through the end of the week. Saw that change even today from where we were yesterday, even though we're still running quite a bit below the average for the time of year. But look at those blue skies right there from Bailey Medical Center in Owasso. That is crystal blue. Can't find a cloud right now in Tulsa. Seeing a few, though, as you go into far northeastern portions of the region. But look at that sky. That's a beautiful sky. Now, with those clear skies and lighter winds in the forecast tonight into tomorrow morning, those temperatures will once again drop back down. We're going to be into the 30s tomorrow morning. I think we should stay just above freezing, but we may have to watch those of you in far northeastern portions of the region could flirt with that freezing mark tomorrow morning. So some of those favorite spots here to the north and east, if you want to protect those plants another night tonight, maybe not a bad idea to do so just to play it safe. I think most of us, though, will stay above freezing. Now, as we head through tomorrow, again, like today, lots of sunshine in the forecast. The wind won't be nearly as gusty, north at around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Our temperatures will work their way into the mid-60s for the majority of us for the afternoon. Might even make a run to 70 farther south and west, and maybe even some low 60s for those to the north and to the east. And you can see the clouds mostly here out to our north and east, but there's been a few here right all across far northeast Oklahoma. As you get underneath that cloud cover, it's been quite cold in parts of the Midwest today. We've had some sunshine to help warm us up, and that'll be the case as we head into tomorrow as well. Also, what will happen tomorrow is high pressure is going to start to work its way down to the south and east, and still on the cool side of that high as we go into tomorrow, but I think our temperatures will finish a little bit warmer. By Friday, though, we start to get that clockwise flow around that high, which turns our winds out of the south, and so we'll notice even more of a warm up as we go into Friday. And then as another storm system approaches by later in the day, Saturday into Saturday night, that'll be our next chance of showers and storms. And there is at least some potential we could have a few strong to severe storms, but I think the potential is looking a little bit lower compared to what we had on Monday. A few things that might be limited: the instability and how much moisture can actually make it back north, because we're scouring out a lot of moisture with that drier air that's moving in with those northwest winds we've got out there right now. So how much moisture can make it back north into Oklahoma to give us that potential for severe weather on Saturday evening and Saturday night? Mostly looks like it's going to stay out to the west of Highway 75, but again, we'll watch it. Also keeping an eye on the eclipse cloud cover forecast. Obviously, still too early to know for sure how this will play out, but there are some positives. A lot of the models depict only high-level cirrus clouds, and that would certainly be a bit more favorable. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Some negatives, though. The American model, the GFS, still has some low clouds hanging on into southeast Oklahoma, so that would be a concern, especially if you're going to southeast Oklahoma for totality. But I'm going to go here from the worst possibility to perhaps a little bit better, and then to the best possibility as we go here looking at the Canadian model, just some high-level thin clouds. If this were to verify, we're going to be in great shape going into Monday. But again, we'll continue to fine-tune that. I think most of us will be okay. I think we'll have some clouds, but we'll watch those low cloud potential in southeast Oklahoma. Another chance of storms in the middle of next week.